WarScholar presents a summary of Marcus Aurelius's Marcomanni Wars between the Roman Empire and German barbarian tribes from AD 166 to 180. The wars took place along the whole length of the Danube River. The Danube River marked the northeastern European boundary of the Roman Empire. Marcus Aurelius was Roman emperor at the time of these wars, and the main Germanic tribes against him were the Marcomanni and Quadi and the Sarmatian Lezyges. Just before the war, two events made Rome vulnerable to attack. First, troops returning from a war with Parthia from 161 to 166 brought back the plague, which killed millions of people. Second, Goths were moving west from Central Europe and putting pressure on local German tribes, who in turn pushed against Roman borders for more land. From 162 to 165, two Roman provinces north of Rome were invaded but defended. In 166 or 167, barbarian tribes invaded more Roman territory further to the east, and that attack was repulsed by local Roman forces. After these battles, the Marcomannic king Balamar acted as mediator between the German tribes and Rome. The German tribes agreed to withdraw from Roman territory, but no agreement was made about truces or future actions. Later that year, the German tribes of the Vandals and Sarmatian Lezyges invaded Dacia, around present-day Romania. Roman forces were moved close to keep them from moving further into Roman territory. Marcus Aurelius had planned a punitive expedition against the tribes, but the plague delayed him until 168. In that year, he moved his headquarters to Aquileia, located in present-day northeast Italy. He and co-emperor Lucius Verus reorganized defenses and raised two new legions being very generally about 5,000 men in size. In the winter, they crossed the Alps and scared off German tribes that had crossed the Danube into Roman territory. However, Verus died while traveling back to their headquarters. Claudius Pompeianus joined Aurelius as his closest aide, and they traveled to Dacia to drive off the invaders. They made little progress, and in the meantime, more German tribes crossed the Danube further east and ravaged areas around present-day Balkans and Greece. In addition, Marcomanni leader Balamar formed a coalition of German tribes and crossed the Danube further west. They ravaged Roman territory and besieged Aquileia. This was the first time hostile forces had entered Italy in about 260 years. However, the exact date of this particular invasion is not known with certainty. Roman citizens panicked, and Aurelius established a new command under Pompeianus to safeguard roads into Rome. The Danubian fleet was strengthened, and by 171, the Germans had been pushed back out of Roman territory. The Romans negotiated peace with some German tribes and made allies of others. Aurelius planned for a new campaign against the Germans still fighting Rome. The Romans conducted their campaign and succeeded in subjugating the Marcomanni and their allies. For it, Aurelius took the title Germanicus. In 173, the Romans attacked the Quadi, who had broken the peace treaty. Meanwhile, German tribes attacked Roman territory further north and around the Rhine River area. Eventually, Rome defeated the Quadi and forced the usual punishments. They had to surrender hostages, provide auxiliary forces to the Roman army, and had to accept garrisons throughout their territory. Aurelius then successfully campaigned against the Lezyges and may have planned for more, but was forced to deal with a Roman rebellion in the east. Thus ended the First War in 176. However, in 177, the Quadi and the Marcomanni both rebelled. Aurelius moved his forces to Carnuntum to battle them. In 179 to 180, Aurelius defeated the Quadi in present-day Slovakia. The Quadi went further west where another Roman general defeated them decisively again. However, Aurelius died in March 180 in present-day Vienna. Aurelius's son Commodus did not want to continue fighting. He negotiated peace with the Marcomanni and Quadi and went back to Rome. His forces continued to battle other hostile German tribes around the Danube River area and achieved some success. Rome then fortified the Danube and Rhine rivers with a greater percentage of their total force than they had before, 16 of 33 legions. This concludes the summary of Marcus Aurelius's Marcomanni Wars between the Roman Empire and German barbarian tribes from AD 166 to 180. Thank you.